Hello, everyone. I'm Amanda. I'm Maggie's oldest daughter, and I wanted to hop on and share with you guys something that Maggie and I have been working on, and she'll be here in a minute too, but I just wanted to show you guys something real quick. We're going to sneak in. My daughter, I have a little baby girl. Her name's Deborah, and she is right here. I'm going to show you. As you will see, she is asleep. Quietly, she's quite out. She's very asleep right now. A few minutes ago, she wasn't. A few minutes ago, she was screaming bloody murder because she did not want to be taking a nap. And we have been working on, for the last month or so, something called head down training. And that is something that Maggie's done for years with all of her children. She's been teaching me how to do it with my baby. And here's Maggie right now, too. She's going to explain to us what she's been doing.
We should have done this on the side, huh?
That's fine.
Done the weird.
What she's been doing and how we do this head down training. So.
Okay, well, so we have been working with Deborah, and when she was about 3 months old or so, and she started to show more of her physical ability to lift up her head and turn around and look around. Right as she was getting tired, we would introduce this idea of laying her head down and saying the words head down and encouraging her to respond to the intention of a mom or a dad to say it's time to rest now, it's time to go to sleep, so that she could start to get more of a peaceful rest. And also, it's also a little introduction to, even in infancy, you can begin to help condition your children to listen to your voice and to obey your promptings through the obedience. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about how we just had a lovely little, I would call it, what would you call it, Amanda? Almost a battle, a little battle, but it was a battle of the wills in a loving, sweet way for a mama and a little baby to learn how to, and a grandma. So Amanda's been doing this for a while. Hi guys, nice to see you on. It's exciting. But I just wanted to share with you what a blessing it is when you are patient and consistent with your kids to be able to, even from infancy, you can begin to train your children to listen to your voice and to obey you, even at a 4-month age. So she decided, we've been doing this for a while, and she's been extremely responsive.
Yeah, she's been so good. We started doing this, like Maggie said, she said about when she was about 3 months old. So we've been doing this for about a month, maybe a little longer. Mm-hmm. And she's been really good to the point, actually, with her dad and I. Deborah, if we even just put her in the position up on our shoulder and just put her hand on her head, she on her own often, not always, sometimes she'll still fight us, but often will just kind of knows that position means head down, and she'll put it down with us without us having to say anything. Often.
Yeah, I saw that right away. So as we began to do it, she's been hanging out with me, which has been so fun, almost every day. Yeah. We just, love each other. It's fun. So what we've been doing is, as I saw the consistency in that, I went, okay, so let's see how she does when another authority in her life, like her grandma, me, has to do this as well. And so I've been doing it, but I don't hold her half as much, obviously, as her mother. And so what I've been doing is, for this time, she was already put down for a nap. Let me just explain what happened. She was already put down for a nap, and her mama ran an errand. And so she had cried a little longer than I wanted her to. So, it was pushing the limit of the regular, allotted time that it's okay for a kid to settle themselves. So I walked in and I picked her up and I just encouraged her and said, head down, let's go night-night, so I could calm her. And she was definitely not in the mood, but she was definitely tired and ready for a nap. And so it got just kind of worse and worse. And finally I'm like, well, let's change your diaper. Let's give you a little gummy meal for any teething that may be an issue. And so we eradicated every other complaint that it could be. And then I walked her right back in and we put her down and I put her head down on my shoulder and she fought it just a little bit more. And that little crying, if they start to push against your chest, and just, I reposition her, put her back on my shoulder. Love you, sweetie. Head down. Shh, time to be quiet. We're going to go night-night and just head down. So literally saying those words, head down, with a gentle touch to her head to help her just kind of remember this is what we do when we rest. And eventually she finally just, we call it giving up the ghost, she just gave up. And I even just ended up laying her in her crib, as you saw, that I have a little bassinet in a room for her. And so anyway, we just wanted to share with you kind of one of the tips or tricks that we do in helping condition and train our children from infancy, how to be obedient, how to lovingly receive instruction from your parents. And we do this in a just gentle and loving and natural way, so that it, of course, isn't going against, she didn't need a nap or something. She definitely did. And as you can see, she is peacefully out and happy. So I'm excited to see her in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because she'll have a great nap. Anything you want to add?
Well, and a couple of things to add to that too is like that we know that like when you have your kids, right, you can tell when they're like pitching a fit versus they need something, right? So like knowing to be strong in those moments of like she's pitching a fit, doesn't have a need, and like my mom just said, like I had fed her right before we put her down for nap, so she wasn't hungry. She made sure to check like the diaper and the gumma meal for any teething pain, and that none of those were the issues, but that she was actually just throwing a fit and needed to be trained to not do that. And so that was a huge like thing that we just make sure we pay attention to. And I thought that I'll remember the other thing in a second maybe.
But I was thinking that
paying
same
attention to the different kinds of crying, like
that's
you know
what
the difference between like
say.
a mad cry and a I'm hurt or upset or like need something cry. Like there is a difference, and just reading those differences too.
Yeah, as I left the room, we were discussing how it's like she was definitely mad. Like this is not a sad cry, this is a mad cry. And so it's a you are not letting me do what I want to do cry. And I also sometimes they don't know what's best for them, right? And they don't know that they are having a hard time fighting their own will to stay up when they really don't want to. They are tired. And so just choosing to rest and get in a position that's comfortable. And so anyway, so just
and that we don't need to freak out, right? That we meet their intensity. You know, she might be pitching an absolute fit and be screaming her head off like she's dying.
Yeah.
But that we just say, you know, be happy and keep that just calm, peaceful voice. And we don't need to match their intensity. We don't need to get frustrated. Like we are in control. We're the adults.
I love that.
And that's the other thing.
That's
too.
absolutely true. That makes such a difference when our spirit is meeting their intensity with an equal opposite calm. A strength, bold, but calm, that we can meet their intensities and when kids are freaking out, and this goes all the way up till they're older, right? When they start going upset with you, if you're able to just, well, obviously we have the Holy Spirit, so that's like amazing too. Like the Lord just gives you this supernatural patience when we tap into it and just go, Lord, allow me to listen to this and not let it rile me up, not let me get edgy. And you're able to meet that kind of erratic, difficult child, maybe that's having a hard time even in their own skin, with calming themselves with an equal calm. So we give them that. So thank you so much for listening, guys. We just love you. And so I'm hoping that might help a mama out there who's just had a newborn, or even if you have toddlers or whatever, just to learn how to condition. And we do this training like daily. This is on the daily. This is multiple times a day of just, and often it's not even needing to be a like big training session. It's often just the simplicity of, hey, put your head down, be happy. Even if it's just for a few minutes. So we just say, you did such a good job being happy and putting your head down, and just rewarding them with praise and smooches and kisses and hugs and all that good stuff. So anyway, see you later.
Awesome.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.